Jared Rand. Welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for August 6th, 2020, Thursday, a little after 3 p.m. Eastern. A couple quick things. The cards that we talked about last night. Make sure that you communicate with Lifelight 369 at protonmail.com. That's my assistant, and we'll route things. And Jane, also with Zora, will be assisting. And we'll probably have a call on this a little bit later. So, just a heads up for everybody. We're moving at past lightning speed here on this planet, where even though you see things, even though you hear things, it is the illusion that's taking place on the planet. And for those who are bicameral, unfortunately, they follow that direction. And throughout history on this planet, we've seen what happens to those who follow that direction. It's unfortunate, but it isn't up to us. It's up to them to determine and to decide, that they're going to wake up and start moving into ascension, or they're going to stay in the lower frequencies of 3D. Each of us create a kind of like a bubble of progression where we begin to move away, in a way, so to speak, where the frequencies of 3D are no more. So to explain this, what we're doing is that it may appear that you're in the same place, but you're not. And if you're conscious, or when you're conscious, you will see changes. Not forced changes, but changes due to your vibrational frequency shift. And what that means is that you'll see things that were there that won't be there anymore. You'll begin to see blanks and spaces that you'll notice that where something was is no more, and it's filled with higher frequency. Kind of like when you whip up an egg and you pour it in a pan to cook it, and it takes a while to set up, but it covers the whole bottom of the pan. And the pan was dark, let's just say, cast iron, and you covered the bottom of the pan. And it's an elevating process. It's an ascension in real time, and this is how it works. You experience this, each and every one of us, in our own way. So these frequencies that we've been immersed in forever are being eliminated. And the only reason they're being eliminated is because we're moving out of them. We go into a higher frequency, and they can no longer sustain our attention. And that's what's happening here on this planet. Now, obviously, since this planet has been kind of ramrodded and controlled by corrupted souls, and everything that's being portrayed is the illusion. What's going on underneath is your reality. And it really is up to each and every one of us as we ascend, because we are ascending. You wouldn't be coming to this meditation if we were not ascending, if you were not ascending. And the more that come in, the more, as we grow, continue to expand, we will all of us fully be in 5D. And what that means is that we don't have many of the things that we have grown up with. It's no longer there. You're witnessing, those of us that are somewhat awake are witnessing the end of the corrupted soul's control. And I know for some that seems a little strange because, well, we've got this going on and we've got all this dictation and we have, these different people trying to tell us that we've got to do this or else and that type of thing. It is a choice that each of us make. And you'll know the vibrational frequency isn't right for you anymore to be in that 3D grip, that hold that holds you there. If you know what I mean, it's a pressure, and as you continually ascend, the pressure is alleviated. You don't feel it anymore. You really don't feel. You're not a participant anymore. You're not engaged, fully immersed in the illusion. But it doesn't mean that your intentions are twisted. It means your intentions are very firm and strong, and we will assist any of those who are asleep that maybe begin to waken. Maybe one eye opens, and then they begin to move themselves out of the murkiness of these lower dimensional frequencies. So our intent, as I've said over and over again, is for each of us, in our own way, in our own direction, to continually ascend, move into higher frequencies. And we do this within ourselves, not outside of ourselves. This has always been one of the ploys of the corrupted souls of this planet to move us in their direction through deceit and manipulation. And we no longer are akin to that. We no longer give attention or energy to that. So the grip is gone. This is why you're awake. The grip has been eliminated. As you go up in higher frequencies, for instance, if you had someone that was attached to you and you started soaring high into the atmosphere from the surface of this planet, you kept going up, and you had the ability to do that. But and they were holding on to your, the bottoms of your legs. They wanted to pull you down. That was their intent. But you kept ascending, soaring upward. Now, you were protected from the cold, because as we go higher in the upper atmosphere, it gets so cold that you can instantaneously freeze, 72 degrees below zero. And so as you continue to soar, and you can breathe the upper atmosphere where there's no oxygen, so you don't have any constraints. But this frequency, so to speak, this being that's holding you, trying to pull you down, begins to freeze. And the higher you go, the being starts to lose grip as lower frequency. And as you continue to go higher into higher frequencies, the being then freezes completely, so that it literally breaks up into dust, falls back into the upper atmosphere, and then eventually back down to the surface. This is what we're doing. Any of the attachments that we've carried with us in low frequencies, how we've been taught, how we've learned through the lifetimes, are falling away. They can't hold anymore. We don't give them the ability to do so. The only reason that we have these lower frequencies hold us is because of the fact that we give them the ability to be able to do so. Period. But once we understand that it is us, each of us, that has the ability, always has had the ability, that we identify the fact and say, I no longer wish to have these attachments or any of these low frequencies to interrupt my peace. And so therefore I have no need for them. And then they'll vanish because your attention is no longer on them. Now, they won't vanish if you don't have your attention on them because of the fact that you're still in low frequency. They'll still be there. But as you ascend and as you go into higher and higher frequency, this is what ascension is about. You go into higher and higher frequencies because of how you look at things, how you view things, the love that you have for yourself and all life. That's what helps you become basically fully enlightened and ascended. You are not engaged in the agitation or friction towards others. You see, that keeps us in those low vibrational frequencies. So we decide for ourselves that we just don't care to do that anymore. It's not through hate, anger, revenge, or anything. It doesn't go through the ego mind. It's through the heart mind, which is omnipotently powerful and strong. So we just don't care to. And we're letting go. This is about understanding all of the times we say, surrender, let go, stop judging yourself, be gentle and kind with yourself. This is all intermingled with our ascension and advancement, from one station to the next. So, like I said, we pulled into this bus station of three-dimensional frequencies and energies for thousands and thousands of years, and now we're leaving the station. We're going to a 5D station. And then we'll all get off and we'll spend some time there. So it's just almost as if you're looking at trips in our development as gods. Trips. So as we take these trips, I don't know if any of you have done that. You go on to an excursion. They used to in this country. I think they still do. Where you're on a bus trip and you go through scenic areas or a train and you stop in different stations, stretch your legs, get out, do things. Or even on cruises where you come into ports and you get out and go through the town, then you get back on. And it's very similar. That type of analogy, I think, is real easily understood. This is what we're doing. And all these are adventures. That's it. They're just, okay, so we're going to experience 5D and see how neat it is. And then again, what will happen is that we'll get back on our vehicle and then we'll head back on up, or downstream, I should say, into the next stop, 6D, 7D, 8D, 9D, 10D, 11D, 12D. And then I think you get the picture. So it's not about, remember this, it isn't about anything outside of you, it's all about you. The reason that is because you begin to understand why you are. Why am I? Why am I? Then you begin to understand why you are. Why were you created? For what reason? What purpose? You were created to experience, to evolve, to advance, to go to an understanding and a level of evolution and understanding where you end up creating universes. So we perfect. We constantly are learning. Gods in physical form and other forms. Pure consciousness experiencing forms. Understanding the meaning of existing in physical form. What it means, what the experiences are. It's how we learn as gods. So in this meditation, you basically, we're going to understand and get clarity from Source Creator. Why am I? And these are questions that we should be asking our higher self, our spirit, our soul, our God, which is a piece of Source Creator. So if we continually ask these questions of ourselves, we will get answers, and then we will have much smoother clarity of comprehension so that our navigation is flawless through this life and any other lives that we care to inhabit, experience. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted, and I'm sure we all are. And the first thing that we desire or want to do is to relax our bodies. Well, while we're in these physical bodies, it's a really good idea, obviously, to get to know them, and so that we can communicate with the body and say, it's time to relax. We're going to go into meditation. And as you do that, the body understands and says, this is great because they're communicating with me. The body's always communicating with us. Most of the time we ignore it unless it's just severely painful or we're really forced to pay attention. And so the shoulders drop, and people hold emotion and different frequencies in the body. They collect it throughout their lives. Stress, fear, trauma, heartbreak, all kinds of things, and these are all stored with us. We think we get rid of them, but we don't. We kind of, it's like a toy box almost, and we just collect and put them in the toy box, which is our body, and then we just navigate through life, sometimes not understanding why we have these bubble ups. So we relax the body and we let go of everything. Surrender it all. Just everything. When you let go, you're free. When you hold on, you're locked up. So when you let go, you're free. You're freeing yourself. It doesn't mean you don't interact with these experiences that you're engaged with, relationships, different responsibilities. You don't stop them. You just let go of them. You don't covet them. And the body responds, so you can literally air out the body and release all of that literally collected frequency that doesn't really serve you any good at all. So the body will relax. And some of you fall asleep, but that's perfectly fine. It's not like you're not good at this. It just means that that's how you respond, and that's how you go into meditation where you fall asleep. It's a good thing, actually. So, as the body relaxes, we move into the now. And the now is really all we have. But it's interesting that so many of us totally ignore the now, even when we're in it, and we spend a lot of time into the future that doesn't exist and a past that's already gone. Isn't that interesting? So, in order to stay out of the past and stay away from the future that doesn't exist, we stay in the now. The now is the space between heartbeats. In the now, we create our future. And what is the now? It's moment to moment. It's what you're doing right now. That's what you're focused on. That's what you pay attention to. And each moment, whatever you're doing, that's what you pay attention to. That's what you focus on. And at first it seems silly, and it seems like a waste of time. It's the ego mind trying to convince you to not engage in the now. Because for it knows it cannot influence you while you're in the now. Because you still it. That's why it does everything it can to pull you away from it. Some of us will go, well, I mean, we all do. We all reminisce in the past, and we rekindle certain things in the past, which is kind of like a careful cliff off of a mountain. It's a when we fall into the past, we end up grabbing it and pulling it into a future that doesn't exist, and we create the future out of the past, and we live the past in that future. All along, totally ignoring the now. This is why a lot of us will say to ourselves or others, I feel like I've been running in circles my whole life. This is why. Because we get so seduced into the past that we don't break out of it and move forward and create new experiences in the now. And then eventually those experiences go into the past. So as we're in the now and we still the mind, we also want to breathe. Our breath, I don't know if you've met anybody yet that doesn't breathe. They don't take in any oxygen at all. They run, they play, they work, they do whatever, but they never breathe. I haven't come across any species on this planet that can do that. There's some species that breathe through their eyes. There's a lot of different ways, but there's a lot of species that still breathe, but in different ways. So our breath is sacred because it sustains the body, which holds the God. This is why it's divine positive energy. So as we do this, and we're seated in a comfortable position, right up through the center of our spines and our bodies, we have 7 like flower petal shaped vortexes of energy. And all the way from our root all the way up to the top of our head are these 7 chakras. They're connected to our glands and our organs in the body and are responsible for uniform distribution of our God energy. Chi, Ki, Prana, life energy through them. And when there is a disruption in this life energy, or blockage in any one or more of our chakras, then we may suffer from health or mental issues. So the chakras form the energy ecosystem of every one of us, and a deficiency in this ecosystem can literally wreak havoc in the different areas of life. So as we take in this divine positive energy, we're going to pull it up through these vortexes of energy, along with our chi, our God energy. And we're going to start with the root chakra, the Muladhara, the red wheel of light. This is the energy, stability, comfort, and safety, the I am. Also keep an eye on the little guy, the ego, because the ego doesn't want you to do this. And then we go up through the orange wheel of light, the sacral chakra, the Vadhisthana. This is sensuality, sexuality, pleasure, sociability, I feel. Then through the yellow wheel of light, the solar plexus chakra, the Manipura. This is strength, personality, power, determination, I do. And then we bring it up through the green wheel of light, the heart chakra, the Anahata. This is acceptance, love, compassion, sincerity, I love. And then up through the blue wheel of light, the throat chakra, the Vishuddha. This is communication, expression, creativity, inspiration, I talk. And then up through the violet wheel of light, the third eye chakra, the Ajna, intuition, lucidity, meditation, trust, I see. And through the purple wheel of light, the crown chakra, the Sahasrara. Knowledge, consciousness, fulfillment, spirituality, I understand. This is a powerful process. This is a powerful exercise. You're bringing up your divine positive energy, your breath, right up through the center of all the energy vortexes, the chakras, going up to the center of your body. And also your God energy, your chi, your ki. And we can bring it all the way up to the top of the head, a little bit back, and we hold it briefly. I am love, I am light, I am. In that brief moment, we compress and condense it into pure liquid energy. And then we release it over the pineal gland. Now, you can view the pineal gland as a pine cone, a prune, a raisin. I view it as a rose bud, a green ball. And when I release this pure liquid energy over it, it comes alive. It becomes in full bloom, multicolored petals, an eternal rose with high fragrance. And it literally is like an aura of multitude of light colors pulsating out. It's in full health, full capacity, and full function. This organ is really important to us while we're in these bodies, because it is the gateway to all the particles of existence, and it is the gateway to pure consciousness, our God, and it is the gateway to everything beyond. So it's kind of like our communication device with all creation, with all things. And we cannot afford to have it not functional. This exercise is very empowering. It's a very powerful energy. And we light up our pineal for the first time ever. All the calcification, fluoridation, all the chemicals and poisons trying to keep it suppressed are eliminated. We create a field around it so it can no longer be polluted, no longer can be shut down, no longer can be affected by any external influences, authorities, intentions of low frequency. So it's completely protected. And we're also all consciously aware that each of us is of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. And we also know that we are merged. We are one with the God within us. We are one with the body. We are one with the higher self, the spirit. We are one with the soul. All the facets of the one, all housed with us. We have others. We have the archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, and the archetypes. This is a civilization that vibrates at a different frequency than we do. They've been around since the beginning, assisting us in every way they can. We don't see them like we see each other because of their frequency, but they're always around. And they meet with us, and they're in humanoid form. And it's always in a situation that you just don't ever expect to take place, because you have no expectations. You're just going with the flow. And when you go with the flow is when they show up. When you're obstructing yourself from easy movement through this existence, they don't show. Only show when you are in the flow. You have no expectations. You have no attachments. You're not demanding anything. You're not seeking anything. You're just kind of flowing along. And there they are, humanoid form, communicating with you. Now, they're able to surround any one of us in the thousands at any one time. Because of their frequency, they can have a large number of them in a small area. So when they do surround you, you'll know, because you will feel filled with bliss. The bliss inside of you will pour forth. And they are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. We have the Ascended Masters, Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain, Sananda Jesus, El Morya, Evidentia, Pel, Thoth, many, many, many more. You want to talk with them? You can anytime you want. go into just being and listen. Listen to the vibrational frequencies that they send through their heart minds to ours. These are those who have ascended out of physical form and hold God form, pure consciousness. They're always around assisting. You can communicate them at any time you want, but you're just not going to hear voices in your head. If you hear voices in your head, you will know that that's a bicameral reaction to the brain of the right and left brain talking to each other. They are consciously aware that they are of the highest, from the highest, the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest, the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. We are those who have ascended into body to experience physical form. They've done it many times. We're doing it many times. Does that give them more ability or power than us? No. All of us are on an assignment that we have self-approved where we're experiencing. There's no race. There's no finish line. It's what we do. It's what we will always do. Experience. Create. Experience. Create. Experience. Now, we're all assembled here. This is a massive global meditation, not just on the planet, but everywhere, focusing on this planet and its liberation. Now, all three of groups of us, are compelled to call out to all of the other facets and aspects of Source Creator. All of our brothers and sisters, so to speak. So we reach out and we invite all of the light energy beings that all there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. But only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest and deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest and deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation, in the forming of the circle of light. It's because of our frequencies is why we're together. If our frequencies were low, none of us would be together in this meditation. And they come in the Googleplexes. One Googleplex fills this entire universe. They come into trillions from every direction, and they are with us now. We call upon all the inhabitants of inner Earth, hollow Earth, Agartha, beneath Earth. These are many, many, many civilizations and species. Only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation, and the forming of the circle of light. And they come in the billions. And they are with us now. We call upon all the off-worlders, all the galactics, all the celestials. Only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation, the forming of the circle of light. Now, over 1,000 of them travel through the solar system every day, around the sun, different planets, and beyond. We're only familiar with a handful, and this includes all of the levels and species of each civilization. We have the Pleiadians, the Sirians, the Arcturians, the Andromedans, Zeta Reticuli. We have the feline, the Draco, the reptilian, the gray, the golden pyramid, the avian, many, many, many more. They've been assisting us in our evolution, in our enlightenment, and our ascension, freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and our own self-imposed slavery. And they are with us in the billions now. We call upon all of our loved ones, all of those who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we've inhabited. Only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, in the forming of the circle of light. And they come in the billions. They are with us now. Now, we call upon all the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on and above and below this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, and this now, this meditation, and this forming of the circle of light. Only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, the forming of the circle of light. Now, we're only familiar with a handful of them. There are trillions of them. They come in shapes, colors, sizes, forms, configurations, of which many we've never, ever seen before. Fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the dwarves, trees, the trolls, the elementals, earth, air, water, fire, ether, Pegasus, unicorn, centaur, minotaur, mermaid, dolphin, whale, many, many, many more. They come in the trillions, and they are with us now. All of us, through all on this one planet, this Earth, Gaia, Arya, to completely free all of it from the lower, dark weights of corrupted souls, and to catapult us into the higher dimensions where we can begin new experiences. And they come in the trillions, and they are with us now. We're all gathered, all of our gods, hand in hand, arm in arm. We're all in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace. And abundance. Arm in arm, hand in hand, we all form the circle of light. This is from the God light energy within every single one of us, all species, all levels, all consciously aware. And this light is so brilliant, it would take over 1 billion of suns in this solar system to compare it to the light of the God. It grays out the darkness of space. It saturates and floods all of our brothers and sisters, all life, the highest value in the universe, on and above and below this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now, in this meditation, in this circle of light. We begin to ascend up. As we ascend up, we're met with a massive gossamer field filled with trillions of reflective light, multitude of colors, vibrant, and we can feel through our heart mind, through our gods within, the love, the gratitude, the compassion, the kindness, the gentleness that this floods us with. And then we're immediately met with the emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael. That is the column that reminds us that we are all the power of healing. Every single one of us. Then we're met with the violet, blue, purple flaming light of Archangel Michael. This is a column that reminds us that we're omnipotently powerful, strong, and have great resolve. Then we're met with the white fire column. This column reminds us that each of us are imbued head to toe, inside and out, eternally, with this God-like energy, fire. It is an armor that cannot be penetrated from any external source. Any ill intent, any vile, low dark matter frequency, low survival matter frequency, they cannot sustain around this white fire armor, even for seconds, or they'll be vaporized. Now, only you have the power. Only you, if you choose, can lower your vibrational frequency through hate, anger, revenge, manipulation, greed, subversiveness, dishonesty, low enough where you can create a breach in your white fire armor, thus allowing these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies to come flooding in. In the event that you decide to do this, you're immediately met with the purple transmuting flame. This column reminds you that you can pull in the purple transmuting flame at any time and call upon it to transmute all of these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies into neutral light substance, sending them back to pure consciousness where they're no more. Then you're immediately met with the violet ray. This is a column that reminds you that you can bring in the violet ray right behind the purple transmuting flame, and you can purify, cleanse, restore your vibrational frequency where the breach occurred into deep eternal love and gratitude, reinstating your full suit of white fire armor into the highest of the highest highs of deep eternal love and gratitude. Then we're met with the golden white pink light. This column reminds us of what we are, what we were made of, and all the extensions of it. Deep eternal love, deep eternal gratitude, kindness, gentleness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence, abundance, stillness of mind. We see it in sunsets, we see it in sunrises, we see it in rainbows. We don't only see it, we experience it. We're seeing reflections of the beauty and the grace and the divinity that is housed within these bodies. It reminds us all the time. How does this happen? We create it. We like to be reminded of the divinity, the divine perfection that we are. So whenever you see a sunset, whenever you see a sunrise, whenever you see a rainbow or reflections in the clouds and the skies, when you see purple skies, golden, white, pink skies, clouds, remember, we designed it this way so each of us understand and remember who and what we truly are. Now, as we continue to ascend up, some of us step outside of our physical form if we're carrying physical form, and we just float effortlessly above it. We come upon this massive crystalline light tower. It's a crystal. It's larger than this solar system. We created it. Inside of it, you can see inside of it, and there is this pulsating trillions, a multitude of vibrant colors, but it's like a ball. It's like a pulsating orb, and it's just showering, flooding, and saturating, and bathing all of us, all of our brothers and sisters, on and above and below this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now, in this meditation, this circle of light. Now, we look at the top, we designed it so the golden ocean can come cascading down 360 degrees eternally. Now, the golden ocean is what? Deep, eternal love and gratitude. Gentleness and kindness, abundance, generosity, humbleness. And it literally is flooding everything, saturating and bathing everything and everything, lifting the entire field of vibrational frequency into higher realms, higher dimensions, where there is deeper eternal love and gratitude. Less and less and less of lower dark matter frequency and lower survival matter frequency. Now, each of us are drops of the golden ocean, and each of us hold the essence of the golden ocean. Now we continue to move, and just a little bit more, we see this massive meditative sphere. It sits center circle. We created this sphere well over 2 years ago. Now this sphere holds over 900 meditations in perpetual motion. Our intention of high frequency is to continue to contribute to this meditative sphere on a daily basis. This planet and this civilization, so it can be moved, if it so chooses to do so, into the higher and higher frequencies, the highest of the highest highs. This is the purest of deepest eternal love and intent. This is why it continues to intensify and it continues to expand, and it can be seen, heard, and felt in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. We feel all this. It's through our hearts. It's through our gods. We're all connected through this. We create it all. We were created out of deep eternal love. This is a frequency. It's a liquid energy. We were formed, or gods came from this, within these bodies. We're omnipotently powerful. We are reverent. We are grace. We are divinity. We're pure, deep, eternal love, gratitude, peace and joy, tranquility, benevolence, abundance. In our intent, every single day, we are raising the vibrational frequencies of everything and everything. It is massive. It's intensive. And it is deeply loving. And it cannot be halted. Once it's been put into motion, which was well over 2 years ago. And we continue to expand, literally. And we continue to intensify. You feel this uplifting energy within you. You can feel yourselves levitating, lifting up higher and higher. Then you ask yourself, your prime source creator, source creation, why am I? Why am I? Through the heart mind, the answer comes fluidly, effortlessly. I am love. I am here to experience. I am here to lift all the lower vibrational frequencies into the highest of the highest highs of dimensional frequencies, higher realms, experiencing more and more light, love energy, more and more buoyancy, ease, bliss. Experience it within, and then eventually experience it all the time, outside, inside, all around, up and down. Why am I? To experience, to expand, to embrace, to love. Shine your light throughout existence in existence. To shine your light from inside out upon all life, all things, endlessly. And experience every single speck of the way. To be in true love inside of you, and it is literally coming out. And their light is bright, and it's shining on all those who haven't awoken yet. And by shining our lights, they are becoming aware. They are awakening. And as we begin to know ourselves even deeper, we can answer at any time, why am I? I'll join you in the meditation, and I'll return to close us out. breath in through the nose. Easy breath out through the mouth. Move slowly. Merge with the frequency of Source Creator, that which created all things, everything and everything. Merge with the universe. You have no conflict with any of creation. For everything and everything is part of the one. Why am I? Because I'm the love. I'm the gratitude. I am the gentleness, the kindness, the generosity, and the humbleness. I am stillness of mind. I am bliss. I am joy. I am peace. I am tranquility. I am benevolence. I am abundance. When we were created, all this is made with us, for us, of us, from us. We're lifting the frequencies higher and higher. Returning to who and what we are. Part of the one. Take this with you for the rest of the day, into the evening and night and the following morning. Embrace the vibrational frequency of the God within you. Be that frequency outside of you. We will be back here Friday